Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining me for the Monica Makes It Happen show. I'm Monica Morales. You can see me every day on Pix 11 News fighting for you. This show is about impactful stories and getting you results and repairs fast. We also highlight community champions who are making it happen. Our mission is to get people resources, repairs, and respect they deserve. Every day, I'm in your neighborhoods and homes working to make your lives better. Tonight's episode is all about fighting the hunger crisis. But first, this.
Monica Makes It Happen is sponsored by London Disability, dedicated to helping the disabled get Social Security benefits.
And fighting the hunger crisis is especially urgent right before the holidays. Tonight, we're honoring community champions who are making it happen and helping feed their neighbors in need. We also want to tell you about the resources available to you right now. They're very much in need, as a disturbing new report says families are hurting more than ever before. We'll talk more about that report later in the show. We're also focusing on practical solutions here. We also have some great surprises and an amazing lineup of superstar community heroes. It includes 2 tenant presidents who've been making it happen in your neighborhoods for decades, and they're regulars on our show. But first, let's go to the Bronx, where some families are struggling this holiday season due to the rising cost of food. Dozens of seniors are getting free turkeys, and there are more distributions to come before Thanksgiving. A grandma named Queen was busy giving out turkeys to her neighbors in the Bronx. She was one of our Pix 11 community champions from last year. Take a look. We're here at Twin Parks East in the Bronx, where it is turkey time. There are 60 of these right now. They're going fast, making sure that seniors have all that they need, plus the trimmings this Thanksgiving.
I want a turkey.
86-year-old Eunice Smith is excited and at the front of the line waiting for her turkey.
It really is all about the holidays, and I'm going to eat both of the legs off of the turkey.
Tenant President Queen McFarland put this event together.
We have Monica Morales here from Channel 11. Please say a big hello to Monica.
McFarland says it's tough times for many of these Bronx seniors. Many are on fixed incomes. She says turkey distributions like this one save the holiday for these families. Pix 11 News has been here for 3 winters in a row, alongside McFarland, fighting for these seniors to get their heat turned on. Now, it's turkey time.
We're trying to give the tenants something so they can enjoy Thanksgiving also.
McFarland says seniors struggle every day to buy groceries, so this distribution came at a perfect time. 69-year-old Staff Sergeant Beniga Villegas lives here and is volunteering and giving out turkeys. You served your country, now you're serving your neighbors.
Yes, I am.
How hard is it this holiday?
I think each year it gets more challenging.
Your office is working overtime right now trying to fill in the gap.
Yes, we are adamantly working with other community partners and elected officials to try to get our hands on more turkeys.
Back to the seniors in the Bronx. They took turkeys home, and it's the community that made it happen. And if you want to know where turkey distributions are in your neighborhood, go to Monica Morales TV on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Or scan the QR code right here, and we'll link you to that information. With a lot of turkeys, they're going fast. Monica Morales, Pix 11 News. Yeah, and we just love Queen. Joining us now are 2 powerhouses with purpose. Carmen Quinones, the Tenant Association president of Frederick Douglass Houses, and Cynthia Tibbs, the president of the West Side Urban Renewal Tenants Association. Now, they represent thousands of NYCHA residents on the Upper West Side. It's so great to see you, ladies.
Nice to be here.
Hi, you guys have been on my show. You're regulars. You've been on my show so many times in studio. Now you're virtual. And Carmen, I love your background there. I think that's Puerto Rico that we're seeing. You, Carmen, we have been to the White House together. We have been to so many different events. You are always organizing food distributions, free baby showers, toy giveaways for decades now. How bad is the food insecurity problem right now in your neighborhood?
It's getting worse. The lines are getting longer. But God has been good that we have had good sponsors. I mean, I just had a sponsor, Josh Essing. He gave us 100 turkeys. Dan from Grassroots Groceries. You got Doug from Gotham Pantry. They've all made it really happen for me here. We continue to do what we just yesterday we gave out 160 turkeys, and it's bad. It's bad. I mean, the food is getting worse because there are more and more people here in New York City. We have immigrants coming. We have everybody. We got homeless. We got it all.
Carmen, you just gave away turkeys just on Wednesday, and you started a community fridge. I mean, you're always thinking of different ways of helping. Why is that? Why are you so driven to help?
I guess when you have a big family like I do, I have a big family. I have 19 grandkids and going on 15, actually 15 great grands.
I saw that. Congratulations.
Yes, thank you so much. This was all instilled in me by my grandmother. My grandmother was a fighter at King Towers, so I've got that from her. But just knowing that you have people that depend on you, it's a great thing.
Carmen,
it really is.
You really are an amazing community champion. I mean, you do it every day. And Cynthia is your sister.
That's my honcho.
Yeah, she's your sister. And you know what, Cynthia, I can't tell you all the countless times you fought for repairs for the families that you live. This is your family. The free appliances you gave during gas outages in your neighborhood. How are you helping families right now in need this holiday?
So we had a big turkey giveaway last Wednesday. Gail Brewer had a U-Haul show up.
A U-Haul?
And a U-Haul truck pulled up. I love my caretakers. We had an assembly line of caretakers, my board members, volunteers, bringing cases of turkeys in. I had a line of people that stretched over a block long. I mean, it was insane. I heard the same thing. They can't afford to buy turkeys. They're too expensive. The price of groceries has gone up immensely.
It's crazy,
So even those that get food stamps can't afford to stretch them, but so far.
That's right.
So that's where we come in.
Cynthia, I want to ask you, you are so effective, and I could listen to you all day because you're so smart about key issues, especially the hunger crisis. But you work closely with political forces and community groups, and you somehow bring it all together. What's your secret? What's the secret to your success?
Try not, you have to get along with everybody. At the end of the day, it's not about egos. It's supposed to be about our residents. We get elected into these positions to fight for our residents. We decide to go into this position because we care about what's happening to the community. So it's all about working along with everyone. We understand NYCHA has an issue when it comes to money. I was able to secure cameras through Nadler's office. So you have to know who to reach out to in order to make things happen.
That's so true, and you guys are so effective at it. We have a surprise for both of you. Every year we select 11 community champions who are making it happen in their neighborhoods. You have gone above and beyond helping your neighbors. Carmen and Cynthia, you are our choice for 2023's Pix11's Community Champions. And since this is virtual, I'm going to put fancy frames on it. But we're going to give this to you in person, of course, and do your stories next week. But I just want you to know you are so loved right here by Pix11 and me, but you're also so loved by your communities, and all the work that you're going to do is going to go down in history. Someday I can see it in my mind's eye. And I want to remind everyone to watch our new show. We have a new show, which I hope you two will be on. It's going to be Monday, November 27th at 4:30 p.m., right before the newscast, so it's going to go right into the news. Thank you, ladies. Let's talk more about the cost of Thanksgiving. All those sides, along with the turkey, can really add up, and we're not talking about calories. It's no doubt families are planning their menus with high costs in mind. Here is my colleague, Amy Yancey, on how families can find some savings.
In this neighborhood, there are several specialty stores that sell local and imported products. That means that both the shop owners and the shoppers are dealing with the high cost of food. No matter how you slice it, Thanksgiving dinner is going to cost you more than it did before. This year, shoppers can expect to pay about 2.4% higher for groceries than they did in 2022, according to a new Wells Fargo consumer report.
So you get a little bit less of the food that you want, the quality that you want.
Maureen Smith lives in Connecticut but is picking up ingredients in the Bronx, where she says they are fresher and slightly more affordable. She had to cut some corners last holiday season.
We did the 7 fishes. This year we're gonna maybe do 1 or 2 fish.
It's getting harder to find deals. Experts say while the rate of inflation has slowed down, food production costs, wildfires, droughts, and weather patterns have had a big impact on crop growth, making potatoes, green beans, and other side dish items pricier. And shipping costs have also ballooned.
The price of a container went up, I think, twice as much. I think they're about $9,000, $10,000 a container.
There is one positive. The main entree on Thanksgiving is more affordable than it was last year. Turkey prices shot up in 2022 due to a shortage caused by bird flu. This year, stores have enough birds to keep up with demand. Christine Methern is the editor at Wallet Hub, a personal finance advisory website, and shares other ways to cut costs.
Limit new recipes. If you do something well every year, stick to the things that you know. Don't go buy a bunch of stuff to make one dish that you're not sure is going to be any good.
She says it's best to start shopping early, compare prices, make a budget and stick to it. Always make a list before getting to the store to avoid impulse purchases, and buy in bulk whenever possible. That's especially helpful with beer and wine, and the more the merrier.
Organize a potluck feast, which is encouraging your friends and family to share the cost burden with you.
And if you're considering ditching the cooking altogether and dining out at a restaurant on Thanksgiving, well, guess what? The cost of that is also more expensive this year. In the Belmont section of the Bronx, Amy Yensi, Pix 11 News.
Thank you, Amy. So many good tips there, right? The rising cost of Thanksgiving comes as a new report was released this week with alarming findings. It was conducted by the poverty-fighting organization Robin Hood New York City in coordination with Columbia University's Center on Poverty and Social Policy. It found that more than a third, that's 34% of adults, and almost half, 43% of families with children, experience some form of food hardship. Joining me now to discuss is Sophie Collier, a research director at Columbia University's Center on Poverty and Social Policy. Hi, Sophie. So good to have you here.
Hi, thank you so much for having me.
Now, we only got 2 minutes with you on television, so I love Facebook, I love social media, because we can really talk more in depth about this important report. What's really troubling is what you told me in the report. I want you to talk more about it, about that overlap with food insecurity and health problems. What is that all about?
Yeah, so as we just discussed and you saw from those statistics, about 1 in 3 adults in New York City face food insecurity or food hardship, and close to half of families with children face food hardship in 2022. But that actual number doesn't tell the full story because food hardship is rarely an experience faced in isolation. So one thing that we found food hardship is highly associated with is health problems. So about half of New Yorkers facing severe food hardship experience some sort of health problem, either a work-limiting health condition or just having poor health. And why that's so troubling is that food hardship can exacerbate health problems, as we know the strong correlation between hunger and health. And health problems can exacerbate food insecurity by limiting one's potential for earning income or bringing in an income.
It's like this vicious cycle, right? It's like, Sophie, it's a vicious cycle. And, you know, we do so many stories on food pantries and resources because we're all about practical solutions. And we always think of food as medicine. So that really plays into, you know, keeping us healthy is eating fresh fruits and vegetables and food. But what's even more disturbing is you have more findings that were very disturbing, that the problem of food insecurity is getting worse, not better.
Yes, actually, compared to 2021, what our latest numbers show is the rate of food hardship rising in New York City. And one might be wondering how that's possible. We know 2021, 2020 were these peak pandemic years, but they were also years when government stepped in full force to kind of shore up economic resources for families. And as a result, while we expected food hardship to rise at the beginning of the pandemic, we actually saw it fall. So now, as those kind of pandemic era supports have receded from sight, we're seeing food hardship rates rise and rebound back to the pre-pandemic levels.
Sophie, I love what you're saying because this is the time of year we want people to give to to their local pantries and to the organizations that we know. We're going to have that list on our website of 11 community organizations that we know are doing the work. But the solutions, let's talk solutions. In 30 seconds, I want to hear, what is it? Policy? Is it about giving back? What is it? What can we do, Sophie?
So one thing we know had a substantial effect on food hardship during the pandemic was the expansion to the child tax credit. When monthly payments were distributed in July of 2021 for the first time, there was a 25% reduction in food insufficiency immediately among families with kids. So if we're thinking about policy solutions that we know have an effect on food hardship or food insufficiency, we know expanding the child tax credit, making it fully refundable, and increasing the credit values are known to have a direct effect on that outcome.
Such good stuff. Thank you, Sophie. You'll be back on my show, I'm sure of it, because you're just a wealth of information, and it's always great to talk to you. Thanks, Sophie, for joining us.
Thanks so much. Have a good Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving to you, and thanks to everyone for watching our show. As always, don't forget to comment, like, and share this right now. And you know I read all your comments, so if you need help, reach out to us with your stories and videos at Monica Morales TV on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. And don't forget to watch my new show, November 27th. It's Monday at 4:30. It's right before the 5 o'clock news. So please watch. That means we'll get more shows to come. It's all about community champions. You know we love our community champions who are really making it happen. And we are making it happen together. Have a good night.